So today's video is definitely going to be an interesting video because in this video we are going to talk about some scenarios which is pointing us the price of Bitcoin could see a potential reversal towards 25,000, 26,000 before choosing a trend duration, but also some scenarios which is indicating, hey, we still have some very strong line of support lining for Bitcoin before talking about the bearish narratives. So that's why, guys, that's why we are going to jump into this one diamond top pattern, which we also talked in my yesterday's video. But we know, before we jump into the content, first thing first, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now looking at this diamond top, I like to keep things simple because according to the diamond top, the price objective is going to be in between 26,000 27,000 range for Bitcoin. Yes guys, this lower trend line is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated once it loses the support from this 27,000 range. Yes, 27,000 in the medium short term is definitely going to be considered as a very strong line of support, but once we break below that, then we know this price objective from diamond top is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated before we choose a trend duration, because it's not just only the diamond top. If we look at the price structure using this rising wedge, according to the rising wedge, the price has already broken the key line of support. Yes, the lower line, which previously acted as a strong line of support, actually rejected the price, right? You can see we got rejection, and since then we are clearly consolidating. So if this here is not a reversal like this, but a continuation pattern in this manner, then we definitely need the 27,000 support at any cost in the medium short term, because we know remaining over 27,000 means the price could actually fake out, I mean liquidating the overall average longs, then again continuing the uptrend. But according to this rising wedge, since the price is still hovering and showing some weakness, the price objective from this rising wedge is definitely going to be considered as the target area, and in that case as well, you can see 25,000 26,000 is where we could be heading before choosing a trend duration. But I've been very clear, continuation here towards 25,000 26,000 doesn't necessarily mean the price is going to see a reversal here like this, because yesterday, if you have watched my video, I showed you with this bullish megaphone pattern, right? And according to this broadening wedge bullish megaphone pattern, doesn't matter, even if the price in the medium short term does show some weakness, then the lower trend line is where we could be getting gravitated, and after that we could still show a bullish movement here in this manner, just like as shown here in an example. I mean, price getting attracted towards this price objective from the rising wedge, price objective from this diamond top, and then finally finding support at the lower trend line from this broadening wedge or the megaphone pattern, bullish megaphone pattern, before slowly continuing this uptrend here in this manner. So that's why, unless the price breaks below 25,000, let's not panic and let's not be overly bearish at this current stage. Since the price is still holding this 27,000 range, we can still expect price of Bitcoin to do the unthinkable. I mean, price showing a reversal here in this manner and continuing this uptrend towards 30,000 to 33,000 range before choosing a trend duration, because in a bigger picture we have found out this 33,000 to 30,000 is the line of confluence, is one of the most important line where we could be getting gravitated to the upside before we choose a trend duration. And not just only because of the broadening wedge, not just only because of this rising wedge, even the diamond top. If you look at the CPI indicator, which is our leading indicator, which gives us information beforehand, and now if you look at the price action of Bitcoin, you can see this R2 line is where we are finding support. Yes guys, according to the monthly CPI lines, this R2 line around 27,100 or 27,000 is looked as our support area. So we don't want this support to get broken, because we know once the support around R2 line gets broken, then the next area where we could be getting gravitated is this R1 line. And if you look at this R1 line, it is sitting around 21,152. So this will be looked as our upcoming target once the price loses a support around 27,000 range, because 27,000 is not just only the support from this CPI line, the monthly R2 line, but if we look at this broadening top, a bullish scenario for Bitcoin, this upper line, which previously acted as a resistance, could be acting as a support around this 27,000 range. So that's why I'm telling you again and again, 27,000 is very important line in the medium short term. As long as we remain above that area, any sort of shakeout should not bother us, and we are still expecting this trend to slowly head towards this price objective from this broadening top, and even the price objective from this falling trend line. Yes, since the price has already broken out of this falling trend line, we are continuing this uptrend, but we also have said any sort of shakeout in our way, this area, the previous top or the previous high, let's say, right, is going to be additional support around 25,000 range. So even if we do come back to retest this key line of support, just like as shown in an example, if you look at this carefully, right, breaking out of it, coming back to retest it before continuing this uptrend, then that will also make a lot of sense. So that's why we are still bullish in a bigger time frame, because the price is above 25,000, and in the medium short term above 27,000 range. And we also know, guys, in a bigger picture, in a monthly time frame, things are looking very interesting for Bitcoin. Why? Because, you know, according to this capitulation phase indicator, in the past price action, whenever the price has broken out of this long-term resistance line, found support above the 200 weekly moving average, what has happened after that? We have ended the capitulation phase, and price after that turned very, very bullish. Same thing happened here. We broke out of this long-term resistance line and also found support above 200 weekly moving average. And after that, after some range bound, we had this new markup phase. And right now, if we look in our case, the price has already broken out of this long-term resistance line. The price is also above 200 weekly moving average, which is around 25,450 range. So even if we do see any sort of a weakness in a monthly time frame, this 200 weekly moving average is going to act as a very, very strong line of support for Bitcoin. And if we close this monthly above the 200 weekly moving average, then maybe this capitulation phase will also end, and in that case we will see a signal like this. You can see whenever the capitulation phase ends, we see a signal appearing which gives us a confirmation saying the capitulation phase has ended. And after that, that could be a big signal for all Bitcoin holders. I mean, that could trigger another new impulsive movement here like this. But we know, not just only by looking at this in a monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, even if we look at this in a hourly time frame, because in an hourly time frame, the price of Bitcoin has managed to break out of this important line. This is in hourly time frame, guys. You can see the falling trend line was an important line of resistance, and the same line acted as a support, right? So we are around this area. So what we need the price of Bitcoin to do, if it's going to be a continuation here to the upside, we need this resistance around 27,700 to be flipped into proper support. Because if we do that, I mean, if the price does manages to break the previous high in a smaller time frame and find support above this key line, then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to slowly continue this uptrend again towards the top of this falling trend line. Yes, the price objective is always going to be the highest peak, and in that case, from this falling trend line, it's going to be somewhere around 28,600, 28,500 range. So that's why, guys, first, it's very important that the price in a immediate short term remains above 27,000, and in bigger picture in a weekly remains above 25,000 range. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.